So in today's weekly Jinx video, and for those that don't know, every Wednesday we do a Jinx video, whether it's about the lore, the meta, a certain build, a certain matchup, anything to do with Jinx, and it's recommended by you in the comments below, commenting about what you want to see me talk about for next week's video. Also, just want a quick reminder that this video will be going on the subreddit as a discussion thread, so if you want to go over to the Jinx subreddit and participate in that, that is okay too. Furthermore, this is the 25th video. We've done 25 of these videos now, so that's pretty fantastic, and these are driven by the community, so congratulations. Now, this video is actually going to be a matchup video, a matchup with Xayah specifically, mainly because I just see a lot of people complaining about Xayah for reasons that I think you don't necessarily have to complain about when you're playing Jinx into Xayah. Not saying that Jinx is like the perfect counter to Xayah, but one of the things I'm really seeing with that matchup in general, just across the AD carry role period, is a lot of people don't respect the feathers, then they get blown up or stunned by the feathers on the return, and then want to complain that she one-shots and needs to be nerfed and things like that. Or, it's not that they don't respect the feathers in terms of they don't notice them, but they're playing a champion that has such short range, they have to stay close to still like duel if they want to like, you know, trade some damage back. And in my opinion, I don't think you trade back. I think you just worry about getting out of range of the feathers, deny Xayah that damage, and deny the possible stun, then trade later. Because obviously, if you stay in range, yeah, you might get a few shots back, but if she does stun you and she has an engaged support or recon or something, you're probably gonna die, especially if you're post 6 and she can just drop her ult or something, and then deny the damage you're trying to apply with your trading anyway by becoming untargetable. And the thing I like about Jinx is that because, especially as longer the lane goes and the more the game continues, your range increases. So what first becomes kind of a short range, you gotta dance out the feathers like everybody else does, slowly becomes, oh hey, I have rocket form which can shoot pretty far away, so avoiding the feathers and keeping track of where they are on the ground starts getting easier, at least in rocket launcher form. So I actually played a game recently, like the one ranked game a month that I have time to play. And I liked it because I played Jinx into Xayah, and it worked out kind of just like that, in which case I could just worry about zoning Xayah out and just keeping her away with the rockets and just denying her damage. If her damage really was one-shot territory, that's not something you really want to trade with because there's no other AD carry that's one-shotting right now, so you really kind of just need to back off and then wait for her cooldowns and then re-engage at that point. So specifically, and kind of in general, not even really Jinx specific, just use a long-range AD carry into Xayah. But with Jinx specifically, what I like is because she has a lot of long range, and not even just the rocket launcher, with Zap. If for some reason you're behind a Xayah and you really can't farm that well, even with the rocket form, maybe you can either try and poke her with the Zap, or you can get CS with the Zap. On top of that, even if you're ahead, you know, you can use a Super Mega Death Rocket from downtown if she does get away from you while you're trying to trade back and forth with her. Let's say you have the advantage, but she's like hitting you a bunch of times back, so you're taking a lot more damage than you'd like. You don't have an arcane shift or dash, so you kind of want to be careful at this point not to get completely blown up, wrecked out of nowhere. Well, then you can let her go back. Maybe try and get the ult if you can, if you have your flash and heal up. I don't know if that's the best advice to give, but that way you can fire the Super Mega Death Rocket, and if she doesn't see it coming, or even if she does see it coming, she can't all of a sudden use her ult, come untargetable, and then dodge it, so you can still get the kill that way. Because I think that's probably the second biggest problem I see with people going against Xayah that I feel is a bit more reasonable, is when they don't keep track of the ultimate's cooldown, they go in on her, and then she uses the ult to get out of a situation that otherwise would have been pretty clean. And I think Jinx just offers a lot of ways to play well into Xayah because of her range. And even the Flame Chompers. I won't leave out the Flame Chompers. I think the Flame Chompers have their place too. If Xayah's just coming down on you a bit too hard, bearing down on you, whatever it's called, and you can't get away, like you're not able to kite away fast enough, you can use the Flame Chompers to stun her or zone her away. You see the feathers in a certain position, you drop the Flame Chompers behind you at an angle that denies her the ability to pull them back on you, for example, right? Like, I don't know if I'll be able to describe this perfectly, but let's say the feathers are in front of you, Xayah's behind you. She's gonna want to pull the feathers now to get you to, you know, get stunned by the feathers. You have to be hit by at least 3 of them to be stunned. Well, you throw the Flame Chompers behind you at Xayah, force her off of the feathers at a different angle in a different direction, either right or left. So now she can't pull all 3 feathers through you. Maybe she might still get 2, depending on the angle, whatever. But it'll deny the stun because it wasn't 3 feathers. You'll survive. You'll get to live another day. So, I usually try and make these videos a bit longer since I'm not doing daily videos anymore, but I'm trying to get back in the routine of daily videos, so this video actually won't be a full 10+ minutes long, as it would usually be. But thank you for watching this video this far if you did, and now is the part where you get to comment about A, what do you want to see me talk about for next week's video? but B, your own experiences with going against Xayah. And in my opinion, like I said, I won't call Jinx the flat out counter to Xayah, but I do like playing Jinx versus like Lucian or something a bit more shorter range in a Xayah. I think range is the key, and Jinx just brings a lot of tools to the table to deal with Xayah. So, and the question I'm posing to you then is, what is your experiences with playing Jinx into Xayah? Any tips and advice that you could give people that play this champion that don't really know how to play maybe into Xayah too well at the moment? Part of it, of course, is Xayah's a new champion. It's going to take a while to learn a new champion, as it always does. But that's all for this video. I don't know which video will be next, because life can be quite a mess. So until next time, take care from the Fire Godai FS.